or overall implementation we are going to judge. And in the audit we are going to provide some basic cost management is happen in your audit process. Audit is become
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, madam. Ma'am, your voice is not getting to us.
Hello, ma'am. You are not clearly audible.
wait, just don't leave the session. I will again reconnect. I'm now I'm audible to you. Just put message so that I can be clear. Okay. Yeah. Then we had gone through estimation, effort estimation, and effort estimation is having some basic types, and we had calculate the efforts with the help of a person in terms of person, hours, and or money. So how I'm going to calculate whether that person had completed, means 10 persons are working with for 10 hours, means per day 10 hours they are working, and that on that basis I am going to calculate their amount, or how much I want to pay. So this is actually the my estimation I have made. So effort estimation, then why we need estimation? So it was clear ki why it is going to be done, because software efforts models and effort estimates help the project manager in order to allocate the resources, then how much cost is going to be given, or how much profit I'm going to take from the particular project. It will be overall development, म्हणजे डेव्हलपमेंट मेंटेनन्स इश्यू जर काय असेल तर ते कॅल्क्युलेट करायला सोपं पडतं. दॅट्स वाय आय एम गोइंग फॉर एफर्ट एस्टिमेशन. अँड नाऊ वी विल स्टार्ट द प्रोजेक्ट शेड्युलिंग. तो शेड्युलिंग आणि शेड्यूल, प्रोजेक्ट शेड्यूल अँड स्टाफिंग, इट इज को रिलेटेड. म्हणजे असं नाहीये की शेड्यूल आणि स्टाफिंग इज डिफरंट. So task for scheduling is nothing but I am providing, I am making planning of a project. Means I am project planning an activity. Okay, and that activities I am going to deal in order to schedule a project plan. So that I want what I want to get again. Then in my project schedule, I want to identify all the functions whatever required for my project in order to get complete. Then I need to get break down large functions into small activities so that I can make some small project module, and I can distribute that. So my work will get finished fastly, and I will give the project content. मी प्रोजेक्ट कंटेंट अशाच लोकांना देणार की जो त्याच्यात खरंच ऍक्टिव्ह आहे, म्हणजे त्याला त्याच्यातलं सगळं येतं. सपोज आय वॉन्ट टू शेअर सम डेटाबेस फाईल अँड आय वॉन्ट टू सम करेक्शन इन माय डेटाबेस. तो त्याचं कोडिंग मी काय करणार की जो डेटाबेस रिलेटेड काम करतो, ज्याला खूप इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे की क्वेरीज कशा जनरेट करायच्या किंवा हँडल कसं करायचं. So I can give that database part to that particular person who is master in that. So this is nothing but I am going to schedule. Now determining the dependency among the various activities. So how the dependency will be there, that will be that will be determined. So kon kunavar depend hai. So one by one I will get it clear, and establish the most likely size for the time duration required to complete the activities. So that will be also get finalized, means how much time I need to complete, I require in order to complete my that project. And allocate the resources to activities. Allocate here resources means nothing but people. Yeah, get it clear here. Resources means nothing but the people, and I am going to allocate each people and particular activity according to their mastering. Okay, then plan the beginning and ending dates. This is most of the important part, that is planning the beginning and ending date for different activities. म्हणजे सपोज मी आता एक फक्त डिझायनिंग पार्ट सांगितलंय की मला असं असं टेम्पलेट पाहिजे, वेब पाहिजे, असं वेब डिझायनिंग हवंय त्याचं. सो दॅट वेब डिझायनिंग पार्ट शुड बी रिक्वायर्ड ओनली 15 days or 10 days वॉट एव्हर. तर त्या ऍक्टिव्हिटी, त्या रिसोर्स पर्सनला मी काय करणार की मला हे 15 दिवसात पाहिजे, हे त्याचं एंडिंग आहे, त्याचं एक क्रुशियल टाइम दिलेला आहे त्याला की 15 दिवसात मला रेडी करून पाहिजे. एनी हाऊ आफ्टर दॅट आय विल गो फॉर माय बॅक एंड पार्ट. तर हे असं मी प्लॅनिंग केलंय, शेड्यूल केलंय. अँड ऑल्सो डिटरमाइन द क्रिटिकल पार्ट, सो दॅट अ क्रिटिकल वे इज द ग्रुप ऑफ द ऍक्टिव्हिटी दॅट डिसाइड्स द ड्युरेशन ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट. क्रिटिकल पार्ट काय की कम्प्लीट प्रोजेक्ट ते पण मला डिटरमाइन करायचं आहे. तर क्रिटिकल पार्ट काय की कम्प्लीट प्रोजेक्ट किती दिवसात कम्प्लीट होईल, म्हणजे जो कम्प्लीट प्रोजेक्ट आहे किती दिवसात कम्प्लीट होईल त्याचा पण मला एक अंदाज काढायचा आहे. म्हणजे सपोज याला 15 दिवस दिले डिझायनिंगला, त्याच्यानंतर कोडिंगला मी एक 15 दिवस दिले, तर टेस्टिंगला मी एक 10 दिवस दिले, आणि आफ्टर सॉरी आफ्टर 15 and 10, so that is nothing but 25 plus 10, that is sorry 30 plus 10 is nothing but 40. So I need 1.5 month in order to get complete overall my project. तर हे माझं झालं क्रिटिकल पाथ आय हॅव डिटरमाइन. सो दिस इज माय शेड्यूल. नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्टाफिंग. तो इथं मी त्याची डिपेंडन्सी म्हणजे ऍक्च्युअली एक थेरॉटिकल कन्सेप्ट मी कम्प्लीट केलेला आहे की हाऊ दॅट part will have some changes over there. Again, how that concepts will be cleared with it, and how that concepts will go through some properties, some graphs, some what we can say, some charts. सो इथे जेव्हा मी कम्प्लीट एक शेड्युलिंग म्हणते तर इथं माझ्या एक ऍक्टिव्हिटीज आहेत. मी इथे डिफाईन केलेलं आहे की सपोज एक ऍक्टिव्हिटी आहे, एक एक्झाम्पल दिलंय की डिफाईन suppose there is if an activity A is a necessary the result or another activity B, then activity A must be scheduled after activity B. जर B हा आधी पाहिजे असेल मला आणि B ची ऍक्टिव्हिटी कंप्लीट झाल्याशिवाय मला A चा रिझल्ट पाहताच येणार नाही. सो आय एम गोइंग टू कन्सिडर द ऍक्टिव्हिटी A शुड बी शेड्यूल्ड आफ्टर माय B ऍक्टिव्हिटी. तो या प्रकारे मला वर्कआउट करावं लागेल आणि वर्क जेव्हा कम्प्लीट होईल and at last I will say that it is going to be properly considered, and simultaneously त्यांना वर्क करावं लागेल because some part of A is depend on some B and complete B is complete B is nothing but it is accessing my A part. So overall याचं consideration होईल, and when I am going to make that plans properly I will show in my some Gantt chart. तर इथं मी एक अलोकेशन केलंय की हाऊ आय एम गोइंग टू शो. तर जसं इथे एक चार्ट वगैरे आहे, मी तुम्हाला एक मिनिट शो करते हाऊ इट विल लुक्स लाईक. जस्ट वेट, इट इज गेट हँग्ड when I'm saying activity is not going to be work. ओके जस्ट वेट, हँग झालंय त्याच्यामुळे थोड्या वेळाने मी दाखवते की जॅन्ट चार्ट काय आहे. की जॅन्ट चार्ट मध्ये काय करते की मी एक कम्प्लीट रिसोर्स कसे आहेत, कोणत्या रिसोर्सने जास्त वेळ घेतलेला आहे, तर इन अ बार ग्राफ और इन अ पाय वे आय विल शो इट. आणि त्या शो मध्ये मी काय करू शकते की शेड्युलिंगला किती वेळ लागला किंवा किती टाइम त्यांनी घेतला, तर या फॉर्मेशन मध्ये मी तो डेव्हलप करणार आहे. तो आफ्टर दॅट after showing these all resource allocation using the Gantt chart, then a PERT chart is represented. PERT chart काय की it is a useful for program and monitoring control. PERT chart is nothing but it is just a programming form. It is just a programming form so that I can schedule the task is could be scheduled and it can be decomposed that the project functions, and it will set the activities. It will set all the activities in a proper formation. तो पर्ट चार्ट कसं आहे, बॅकवर्ड पण असतो आणि फॉरवर्ड पण असतो. म्हणजे बॅकवर्ड कसं की मी मागून पण जेवढं मोजते तेवढंच पुढून पण मला रिझल्ट भेटला पाहिजे. म्हणजे जेवढी पावलं मी मागे जाणार तेवढीच पावलं मी पुढे पण आली पाहिजे. म्हणजे सेम येतंय का, म्हणजे सेम कॅल्क्युलेशन करायचं का. दिस इज लाईक अ काइंड ऑफ अ पर्ट चार्ट, बट वी डोंट हॅव इन अवर सिलेबस. जस्ट फॉर युअर इन्फॉर्मेशन आय हॅव गिवन हिअर. इट्स we are not they are not asking us how I'm going to calculate this content and how I'm going to calculate and show all this content. Just for our need I have given you how my scheduling is going to be traced. Okay, then at the end every action is called a milestone, so that I have completed and achieved the content. I have completed and achieved the content. This is my scheduling. This is my what I called it as a project scheduling. Then how I'm going to staff. Yes, it is also mandatory how I'm going to show that staff is going to be having at each level. तर इथे मी एक डायग्राम शो केलेली आहे की इथं पीक टाइम साइज एक सॉल्व पीटीएस म्हणतो त्याला. इन शॉर्ट वी कॉल्ड इट एज पीटीएस, that is peak time size. So what is peak level? That is at extreme level where I need to get output. आता इथं मी डिझाईन, बिल्ड आणि टेस्ट एक 3 कंटेंट दिलेले आहेत. I think it is visible, whether the figure is visible or not. Just make me yes in chat box. That will be better. Okay. Now here the design, build and test are the 3 concepts where I'm going to take consideration of my project going to be designed. So design is going at a level, and at extreme level means where it is ending, where the time period of that design is going to be end. It is shown that it is a peak time. I need to show at any cost. म्हणजे 15 दिवस तुम्हाला दिलेत आणि शेवटचा 15वा दिवस आहे. At that time I need to get whatever the design I have asked you, that should be get completed. That is the peak time. Then the build build time is also considered as a peak time, because overall build up of that project is to be done in that period of time, and at last we are having the test, or we are having a testing over that project. So it is again getting collapsed with, because after building up, there is no need to get any changes or any other content to be get changed in that project. So it is not required, and I whatever the time period for testing is given, I'm going to achieve. So often the staffing level is not changed. Yes, you can see that after, when I am going to build that, it is not going to be changed continuously in a project, and approximation of the relay curve are used. Here I have not used that curve, but approximation, if I want, I will use that relay curve, and assigning a few people at the start. I am assigning a few people at the start, having the peak time. If having the peak time during the coding phase, and then leave a few people for integration and system testing. So इथं काय करते मी, at a peak time I will include all the people, and then I will release them. I will release them. So this will make my staffing properly. म्हणजे एक 15 लोक मी तिथं लावली, पण त्यातली 15 पैकी कोडिंग मध्ये एक 10 जणच चांगले. नंतर मग मी काय करणार, बाकीच्या 5 जणांना इंटिग्रेशन आणि सिस्टम टेस्टिंग साठी सोडून देणार. सो आय एम गोइंग टू युटिलाइज ऑल द पीपल. I am utilizing all the people for a project, but I will ask other who are good in that coding. I will keep them as it is. I will ask them to do more contents and more changes in that project. And lastly, I will ask the remaining people to do other work. So that will be fine, and people get allocated with their interest also. So if we consider design and analysis, build and test as the three major phases, the manpower ramp up in a project typically resembles the functions as shown in the figure. So this is what I actually want to say, that whatever the content, major three phases hote ki, design means design analysis one part, build one part, and test one part. So after that I will make or ramp that peoples on this project as I want. Okay, this was actually the work of the project manager who is going to be deal with it. And simply, when the staffing is done, it is based on the same case. Means we are going to, means if I am the project manager, I will test over who is very good at designing, who is very good at testing, who is very good at programming, and taking their interest part, and then I will ask them to change or to make some changes according to them. And also I will ask them whether they are compatible with it or not. And sometimes, because after when I am going to staff that particular resource or that particular person to that project, I will also consider their presence, because if they are not present at that time, then it is not possible for me to get that project complete within the time. So whenever there is a failure, I think there is something failure, so I want to check whether the product is very good or not. So for that purpose, I will go for some quality. Yes, this is my schedule, and I have planned and I have given some staff to that. But whether I am going to achieve that quality or not, that is nothing but I am going to plan for quality planning. Yes. Just wait a minute. Okay, sorry. After that, when I am scheduling all this content, I am providing that resource peoples to that particular project, and I have scheduled all the content. But there is main thing what I want to see, that is quality, whether if that planning is best or not. Means whether I have providing the quality schedule is good or not. So all these concepts I need to get consideration, and this is the next part of the content chapter, that is quality planning. So quality planning having the two roles, a quality concept, and second one is the quality management plan. Quality management plan. My quality concepts, what according to my concept, what are they? So it is considered as some planning which are having some fitness over any product. Yes, it is a quality product which is defined in terms of its fitness and purpose. So when I'm saying that is a quality product I'm achieving, or quality product I am dealing, so that time it is approach to a quality management. And already we had discussed this in our first chapter also, that is how my software quality is to be get, or how I'm going to say that the product is going to be very much deliverable or reliable to the person or to the client. So on for that purpose we had clear SRS documents. We had made SRS document on which my specification, the client specifications are decided or given. Okay. Now, when I'm saying that plan I have done or made some changes or regarding some basic role, so it is given as a some, in order to ensure that the final product is of a high quality, some quality controls, that is activities must be performed throughout the development. In order to check the quality, I need to perform some quality control activities, and they can be asked means the quality control activities may ask some purposes which will identify some defects. Okay. And that quality control activities may purpose some specific activities also, which will identify or perform, will identify and remove the defects. Perform major performance is nothing but I will get a quality assurance regarding my schedule, and but I will, by the simultaneously I will receive some a good product. Yeah. And that product will be taken into consideration for my project work, and the project manager will have a quality plan, and which will have some basic understanding regarding the content. So what the contents we had, so we gone through some message, some following methods, that is portability, how my the product should have a quality, what I can say quality performance. So it is portability, again usability, reusability, correctness, and maintainability. So all the parts is nothing but we had with it, and that portability will works with freely works with the software. So portability is nothing but I can make it more comfortable and more freely to work at any place and any environment. That is my quality concept I considered. Then second one was usability, how that usable, how that content will be usable at any cost, or at any function it can provide a good usable category, should be that the user should be easily use that content or that product at any cost. Okay. Now the third one was the reusability, whether that software can be reusable with our old machine or not. That must be the important part. Correctness should be there. Yes, correctness should be there in each and every manner. That is in SRS documentation also, they have to correctly implement all the contents, whatever the product is going to be asked. Then maintainability, that is maintaining a particular content without bug. Maintaining the content or the product without bug is the main part of your quality concept. How, which quality concept, which type of quality we need for our product is mandatory, and I considered these points as a main part for considering the quality. Yeah. And lastly, if we had functions like we can say, if there is something defect and there it is arising again and again, that time I can ask them to remove it. I can ask them to remove. So how it is going to be removed, that it can be removed in a cycle formation. So how that cycle formation will be there, so we'll just give you wait a minute, just I will show you how I'm going to give that contents like for particular consideration. So just wait, here I will show you inserting. Here I will show these concepts. How I am going to make the changes over there. So it is something how I am going to remove the defect. So just go through that. Okay, defect injections आला म्हणजे जर आला असेल डिफेक्ट आला असेल इंजेक्टेड मी प्रोसेस सांगितली बघा डेव्हलपमेंट प्रोसेस इज स्टार्टेड ॲट रिक्वायरमेंट अनालिसिस R is for removal. If there is something problem, I can remove directly. UT, IT, ST, AT, I have given here. Their brief. Okay. So whenever there is a defect, I have shown here defect how we get injected at coding part, again at designing part, and at requirement analysis part. Okay. So याच्यात आता डिझायनिंग पार्ट मध्ये डिफेक्ट इंजेक्ट झाला असेल तर इट विल वर्क्स इन अ सायकल फॉर्मेशन. आता इथे क्यू तुम्ही म्हणत असाल की इट लुक्स लाईक अ क्यू बट इट इज इन अ सायकलिक क्यू. ओके. तर इथं डिझाईन देन अगेन इट इज रिमूव्ह. डिझाईन मध्ये कुठला जर डिफेक्ट आस्क झाला असेल तर रिमूव्ह, कोडिंग मध्ये झाला तर रिमूव्ह, देन आफ्टर इंटिग्रेशन युनिट टेस्टिंग मध्ये आला असेल जर आला तर रिमूव्ह. आता इथे मी दिलेलं नाही, युनिट टेस्टिंग मध्ये एक एक टेस्टिंग होते त्याच्यामुळे इथे डिफेक्ट येणं पॉसिबलच नाही. देन इंटिग्रेशन टेस्टिंग अँड सिस्टम टेस्टिंग मध्ये जर आला असेल then it is also get removed. And if it is at the acceptance testing, that time also I get removed the content. So this is my defect injection and how I am going to remove that in a cyclic way. It is shown here in a quality concept. Again, if the contents are how I am going to approach toward my quality. Now it was just how my quality get collapse and how I am going to check over that. म्हणजे चेकिंग कसं करणार तर या थ्रू करणार. तर बट मग हे क्वालिटेटिव्ह क्वालिटी मॅनेजमेंट कसं करणार त्याच्यावरती या क्वालिटीवरती हाऊ आय एम गोइंग टू से दॅट इट इज अ क्वालिटेटिव्ह. So I can manage that always, all content, all planning over there in my software product or software engineering. तर याच्यात कन्सेप्ट चेंज झाले की समवॉट मॅनेजरियल स्ट्रक्चर अँड इंडिव्हिज्युअल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. इथे मॅनेजर पण असणार आहे आणि त्याचबरोबर एक इंडिव्हिज्युअल पण रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी असणार आहे. इन ऑर्डर टू अचीव्ह द क्वालिटेटिव्ह क्वालिटी, in order to achieve the qualitative quality, I need some persons again, the people who are going to be responsible for that. Yeah, the team manager is also responsible, and simply the people who are working in that team is also responsible. So directly I will read what I have with it. A quality system is responsibility of the organization as a whole, and however every organization has a severe quality department to perform various quality system activity, that is QC. I can call it as QC. And the quality system of an arrangement should have the support of the top management. Yes, without the help of this quality system at the high level in the company, some members of the staff will take the quality system seriously. So it will be variation in people as well as variation in some organization also, because sometimes this qualitative quality management planning is done by some people or some members of the staff at high level, because that product is going to be launched. आता जिओ हा जिओ लॉन्च झाला, पण जिओ जेव्हा लॉन्च झाला त्याच्या नंतर म्हणजे लॉन्चिंगच्या आधी बरंच टेस्टिंग त्याच्यावर केलं असेल की दॅट कंपनी हॅड गिव्हन अस इन अ 1500 रुपीज अ पर्टिक्युलर मोबाईल विथ अ सिम कार्ड because SIM cards rate is also itself is 300 to 400 if we are going to get purchase a SIM card. Okay. And they had provided with 1500 basically, and that product is get launched with 4G connection. Yeah. And that is the actually in order to get check means हे एक वर्ष तरी टिकलं पाहिजे या हेतूने त्यांनी तेवढी लेवल त्यांची चेक केली. If that product was not good, if the activities or whatever the plans they had given to us, जिओचं कार्ड घेतल्यानं 3 महिने नेट फ्री किती वापरा आणि 1.5 GB काहीतरी 2 GB whatever, आता तर सगळ्यालाच आहे, पण प्लॅन त्यांनी जेव्हा दिलता की 3 महिने फ्री, सो तो कार्ड युज करणारा 1,500 देऊन ते 3 महिने फ्री भेटणारे म्हणजे हे प्लॅन त्यांनी प्रॉपरली एक क्वालिटेटिव्ह प्लॅनिंग त्यांनी बनवली होती. And they had earned a more, that company has earned more, and for that purpose they had keep some people over there as marketing. तर त्यांचं जबरदस्त होतं. आणि त्याचबरोबर जेव्हा मला हे क्वालिटेटिव्ह पाहिजे होतं त्यावेळेस पण त्यांनी रिस्क न घेता, यस यस अगेन लिसन, रिस्क न घेता त्यांनी त्या लेवलची एक प्रोडक्ट बनवलं, त्या लेवलचं एक प्रोडक्ट डिझाईन केलं आणि मार्केटमध्ये आणलं. So for that purpose, I need, if I am considering the quality concept, I am removing the defects in that, then that need to be get in a quality formation, and that should be get managed by the people and by the manager as well as by the individual people, and that quality system should act provide some qualitative we can say activities, and that activities are nothing but they are responsible for some बेसिक रूल्स. तर मग या रूल्स कोणते कोणते, क्वालिटी ऍक्टिव्हिटीज जर मी म्हणणार असेल सिस्टीमच्या, तर ते कोणते कोणते रोल्स प्ले करणार. सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट ऑडिटिंग ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट, टाइम टू टाइम ऑडिटिंग, देन रिव्ह्यू, most important, then development of standard methods, guidelines, and whatever the we had, then products documentation, yes, which will summarize all the content. In short, should summarize, it should summarize, in short it should summarize, okay. And last one, the evaluation of the quality management system. And again, more content is nothing but how I can get again more better than other companies. तर हे दाखवायचं काम. आता TCS म्हणलं, विप्रो म्हणलं, दे आर बेस्ट ॲट देअर ओन लेवल, दे आर नॉट कम्पेअरिंग इच अदर, बिकॉज दे नो वी हॅड अ क्वालिटी विथ अस and we know whatever we want to give, that because Wipro is only the company which is dealing with the products, TCS is going to deal with the software, so they are not not attacking each other's field. And simply when I say Reliance, they are manufacturing with the manufacturing the product be define करतात, and they are having व्हेरिएशन इन देअर डेव्हलपमेंट. म्हणजे मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंगचे व्हेरिएशन्स म्हणजे गॅस मध्ये पण आहे, ऑइल मध्ये पण आहे, त्याच्यानंतर त्यांचा टेक्निकल म्हणजे IT सेक्टर मध्ये पण कंटेंट आहेत. सो these companies are dealing with some other activities and they are asking for more development and more changes in them. So this is nothing but we had with us. When I want a quality concept should be get developed with a quality again, and quality concepts are at their level, but in order to make that manage that quality should be get managed. For that purpose, the people are individual people are responsible, as well as the team is also responsible, as well as organization is also responsible. And with this help, I have created the quality system activities, and that activities are enclosed of some content, some what I need to do in that quality system activities. त्या ऍक्टिव्हिटी मध्ये काय घेतात, आता NSS चे आपल्या इथं कॉलेजमध्ये पण ग्रुप्स आहेत, NSS मध्ये बरेच स्टुडंट पण आहेत, तर त्यांच्या ऍक्टिव्हिटीज कशा असतात की कुठेतरी वृक्षारोपण करणे, त्याच्यानंतर गाव म्हणजे एक स्वच्छता अभियान राबवणे, नंतर जागृती म्हणजे एक थोडा छोटा एक शॉर्ट ड्रामा प्ले करणे कुठेही कुठल्या प्लेसला, म्हणजे हे त्यांच्या ऍक्टिव्हिटीज झाल्या. अँड सिमिलरली तशाच ऍक्टिव्हिटीज आपल्याला कशाला लागतात, क्वालिटी सिस्टम ऍक्टिव्हिटीज साठी. या and that is nothing but we had gone through, means auditing is needed all the time. We have to whenever I am saying that product is going to be launched, I need to provide the audit, because how much money we had given, again how much the marketing cost, again how much manufacturing cost. So all this content I need to provide, again review. If I am using that, if our peoples are using that content, then what is the review, means review कसा घ्यायचा, तो त्या क्लायंटला न देता पहिले स्वतःच यूज करून बघायचा. ऑन दॅट बेसिस आय एम युझिंग द रिव्ह्यू. देन डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ द स्टँडर्ड्स, द स्टँडर्ड अजून कसं वाढवता येईल ह्याच्याकडे लक्ष देत राहायचं. देन प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द डॉक्युमेंट्स, डॉक्युमेंटेड शुड बी प्रॉपर at organization level, because legal concept policies all content should be proper. And last one, evaluation of the quality management. आणि त्या मॅनेजमेंट म्हणजे जे काही क्वालिटी सिस्टम मॅनेजमेंट आहे त्याचं अजून थोडंसं अपग्रेडेशन, म्हणजे आता त्यांनी जे तिथं माणसं आहेत जे काही कोण काम करत आहे, तर त्यांचंही क्वालिटी इव्हॅल्युएशन पाहिलं पाहिजे, म्हणजे प्रॉपरली त्यांचे पण प्रमोशन म्हणा, पण डिमोशन नाही पण प्रमोशन वगैरे आपल्याला प्रोव्हाइड करता आले पाहिजे. दॅट इज मेन थिंग ऑफ माय क्वालिटी सिस्टम activities I have shown here a diagram, how that diagram is going to be shift. So what is nothing but I'm inspection, quality assurance I am going to give, and how my quality paradigm is going to be seen. म्हणजे मी कसं क्वालिटी अशुरन्स देणार आहे आणि कसं दिसणार आहे, तर याचा एक फक्त एक्झाम्पल मी इथे दिले थ्रू डायग्राम. That is inspection, quality control, quality assurance I am going to give, and total quality management is going to be deal with it. And that contents are nothing but they are deal with your betterness. In order to achieve that approach, I need to go with some management and which will defect some prediction. And that prediction should be get that prediction should not be have a consequences. म्हणजे त्याच्यात काही त्रुटी असू नये. म्हणजे जे काय प्रेडिक्ट केलेलं आहे डिफेक्ट्स असतील जर ते प्रेडिक्ट झालेले असतील मग ते प्रेडिक्ट कुठे म्हणजे कुठे यायला पाहिजे. तर त्या अप्रोचचं काम काय आहे की इट शुड बी एन ऍडव्हान्स कन्सेप्ट. वी हॅव टू go orally and the goal is going to be set in order to defect in order to deliver a undefected content or undefected product. So whenever we had with us this approach is going to be statically done statically. असं नाहीये की ते dynamically we have to do, but statically we have to finalize and then we have to access it. And whenever that approach is going to be deal, that time we used to plan something, and that quality plan is again derived with some concepts, derived with some proper models, and that models are nothing but it is sophisticated that variation in the data, variation in the design will be there. So assurance कुठे देऊ शकतो आपण की product is going to be is not working in a defective manner, but I can say that it is working in a proper manner. Because whenever my activities, that quality system activities are going to be reached at a high level, then that time there is no any critical conditions should be there in my product, and that is nothing but we perform testing over there. म्हणजे आपण काय करतो, मला हे लेवल्स अचीव करायचे असेल तर मला टेस्टिंग थ्रू जावं लागेल. अँड वेन द टेस्टिंग इज परफेक्टली करेक्ट, when testing is perfectly correct, at that time I can say it is working properly. And the quality, if I am going to say, if I am going to plan for that purpose I will be having some basic documentations, again basic audited property, again review. So all these the parts will again further will come, and that will go within a cyclic manner. So that cyclic will we don't have right now, we don't need, and that's why these cyclic manners will get the assurance of my product as well as whatever the process is going to be done. So this is my shifting part, that is how my evaluation of quality system and corresponding shift in the quality paradigm is going to be done. So quality paradigm is nothing but I am showing my assurance in a simple manner. That is my product assurance and process assurance are different one, but how I am going to achieve that, and with the help of my quality assurance. So quality assurance will go with inspection, quality control, quality assurance, and total quality management. And that time we called it as something more important, because when we had with us some basic role, that time we have to make these managements in a very qualitative manner. And qualitative, if we are achieve the qualitative, then we know we don't need any other personal concepts for that for achieving that project in a proper conditions. म्हणजे इथे assurance ची परत जर गरजच पडणार नाही, कारण जर तुमचा प्रोडक्ट टेस्टिंग मध्ये पण बेस्ट आला, then you don't need to go for an assurance, but you can give a warranty period of that software will run on this content. म्हणजे याचं सगळं प्रॉपर डॉक्युमेंटेशन तुम्ही शो करणार. दॅट इज द मेन थिंग. ओके. आणि याचं क्वालिटी जेव्हा मी म्हणते की क्वालिटी मी अचीव करते, क्वालिटी ज्यावेळेस मी बघते, तर क्वालिटी डिपेंड कुणावर करते. इट शुड बी फंक्शनली सस्टेबल, then reliable, performance should be very much good, and more of the things that is it should be operatable at any environment. Again, security we had provided should be good, compatible, maintainable, and transferable. So all these conditions we need for our software product quality, and these are maintained with your quality management, this planning management, and we have this sustainability with our proper appropriate functions we are going to apply on that. Again we are going to implement that. Again we have some characteristic for those who are going to be check changes, and functionally completeness is defined in the degree. And simply we can say that जर मला क्वालिटी पाहिजे असेल तर आता आपले प्रिंटर आहेत, मग क्वालिटीमध्ये आता प्रिंटर, आधीचे प्रिंटर आणि आताच्या प्रिंटर मध्ये जमीन आसमानचा फरक आहे. मग ती जमीन आसमानचा फरक कसं काय? कारण त्याच्यात त्यांनी बरेच चेंजेस केलेले आहेत. कंपनी तेच, पण त्यांनी बरेच चेंजेस केले. बट ज्यांनी चेंजेस नाहीत केले त्यांच्या त्यांच्या प्रिंटरला कोणी डिमांडच केली नाही. आता कॅनॉनचे प्रिंटर, HP प्रिंटर, तर HPचे प्रिंटर म्हणजे जे कॅनॉनचे होते त्यांनी जरा खूप चेंजेस केले. त्यांनी त्यांचे ड्रास्टिक ओव्हरऑल परत लाईट, कारण आपल्याला कलर प्रिंट मारायची असेल तर तुम्हाला बाहेरच जावं लागत होतं, पण तुम्ही आता घरीही करू शकता ते, जर तुम्ही तो प्रिंटर घेतला कलर प्रिंटर. सो ओव्हरऑल इज नथिंग बट how I'm going to evolve myself, if how I'm going to get evolved as per the time of the technologies get changing. So this is mandatory for my qualitative. आणि जर मी काही स्वतःत बदलच केला नाही किंवा माझ्या प्रोडक्ट मध्ये बदल केला नाही, so I will collapse. Because similarly I will give one more example, that is Nokia. Nokia company हे सगळं ब्रँडेड कंपनी होती ओव्हरऑल फॉर मोबाईल, and still their handsets are working with a good condition if you are using. But they lag because they had not gone through the change in the technology. Because Android जर त्यांनी यूज केला असता, Android जर त्याच्यात त्यांनी डेव्हलप केला असता, so it will not be that much hard for them to survive in the market. And this was the main thing why where the quality matters. And this is what I want to say की क्वालिटेटिव्ह जेव्हा मी प्लॅनिंग करते, क्वालिटेटिव्ह कन्सेप्ट मला डिफाईन करायचे, तर त्यावेळेस मला चेंज करायला पाहिजेच. आणि त्या चेंजेस मध्ये बरेच कन्सेप्ट आहेत की ते ऍक्सेप्ट झाले पाहिजे. वेन आय आर सेइंग दॅट इज अ सॉफ्टवेअर क्वालिटी, प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी आय नीड टू गेट मेंटेन. या, so this is what I have with quality. And again we had here, just wait, what happened to it, कर्सर का मूव होत नहीं है. The next concept was your, after this quality assurance and quality process need to be done, and quality management how it's going to be done, we had a CMM model. You can call it as a CMM model also. That is nothing but you can have these project management process. This is a 5-step management process. What is the CMM? It is your capability maturity model, that is CMM. What is CMM? That is capability maturity model. In the software engineering institute, it is developed in the software engineering institute. It is specified as an increasing series of the level of the software development organization. It is considered as a level of software development organization. How am I software development is going to be measured, and how it is going to be shown. The higher the level, the better the software development process. And if reaching the high level is expensive and time consuming, in this process, if I want to achieve a high level, now I have shown you a diagram, that is the levels of the my capability maturity model. It is a very time consuming and very expensive also. So by the time we will have this discussion over here, so what my level one is, that is initial. Yes, it is initial. So I am going from top to bottom, या bottom to top. So it is no matter here. Approach कोणता आहे हे महत्वाचं नाहीये, but what levels I am achieving, it is matter. So this is nothing but in the first level, that is initial level, the software process is categorized as an inconsistent and occasionally even occasionally, because initial phase का है, Is it audible? Hello? Is it okay now? Yeah, okay. Just again, I will repeat the same CMM. कोणी सांगू शकेल का कुठपर्यंत आवाज आला नाही का ह्याचा कम्प्लीटच आवाज आला नाही? कोणीतरी अनम्यूट करा आणि सांगा प्लीज कुठपर्यंत आवाज आला नाही किंवा कुठून स्टार्ट करायचे. तर या प्रोजेक्ट मॅनेजमेंट प्रोसेस जो CMM आहे त्याचा काहीच आवाज आला नाही. Can anybody tell me? Sonia? Kagde? Hello, anyone can reply me so that I can again explain the same thing. Because now I have moved to fifth, that is fifth level. So I need to know from where you are not getting my voice. From the initial phase or from at the last? Yes, anybody? Just reply me in chat box if you don't want to unmute yourself. Yes?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am. Initial phase.
Yes. Yeah. From? Sonia, from where you want? From initialized phase. Okay. We'll go with some initialized phase. Again,
From initial phase, ma'am.
Okay, ठीक आहे.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. From initial phase we have a calculation. म्हणजे हे जे मॉडेल आहे ते कशा रिलेटेड आहे तर तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशन वरती जे तुम्ही काम करता त्या रिलेटेड. आणि ज्यावेळेस ऑर्गनायझेशन म्हणतं तर ह्या लेवल्स मला अचीव्ह करावं लागतात. But how I am going from bottom to up means how from low to high. I am not saying that it is a bottom to top or top to bottom approach. But when I am going from lows to high process, that time I want to get initializing phase at present, because one by one if I'm going to achieve all the content for my organization, then at last I am very expensive and which is very time consuming also. Because when I'm saying that CMM is a project management process, that is nothing but capability to achieve the maturity model. CMM is nothing but capability maturity model, and which will specifies your increasing level of the software development of an organization. Higher the level, yes, listen carefully, higher the level, the better software development process. Whenever I'm saying that the levels are getting achieved, that time I'm saying that the software development process is getting better, and hence I've reached at a level which is very expensive and very time consuming process. If I am achieved those content, means if I am very much better at my development, then that time I can say it is now the time to get be more expensive and more time consuming. Because आता इथे एक्झाम्पल दिलं झालं तर एक प्रोडक्टचं, सपोज यू आर गोइंग फॉर अ पर्चेसिंग अ क्लॉथ्स, अँड सपोज बॉईज साठी जेव्हा जातो आपण तर मग काय होतं तिथे जेव्हा तुम्ही जीन्स बघता तर जीन्सचे बरेचसे ब्रँड्स असतात, पण प्रत्येक ब्रँडचे काहीतरी एक स्वतःचा एक रेट लिहिलेला असतो. येस, म्हणजे आता डेनिमची घ्यायची असेल तर त्याला त्याच्यासाठी स्पेसिफिक काहीतरी वेगळे आहेत. सपोज गर्ल्ससाठी जर काही परचेस करायचं असेल तर आता बरेच वेळ ते डिझायनर लोकांचे जर असतील कपडे तर दे आर व्हेरी कॉस्टली. वाय? बिकॉज दे हॅड रीच ॲट देअर लेवल, की त्यांनी ती क्वालिटी ठेवलेली आहे. आणि वी आर गोइंग टू सी how I'm going to achieve the quality in this model for my organization. Yeah. So first phase is initial. Initial phase is nothing but whatever I'm going to hire for my company. इनिशियल फेज मध्ये काय की मी काय हायर करते की विच टाइप ऑफ पीपल, विच टाइप ऑफ एफर्ट्स आई वांट टू टेक, विच टाइप ऑफ टैलेंट आई एम गोइंग टू हायर. So these are mandatory content for my organization success. Okay, at initial phase this is mandatory because whenever we are going for a company interview, they are mandatorily asking you ki what is the matter, why are we are going, we are have to means hire you. And if I'm hiring you, then why, what is the reason you want to come with us, means why you are going for our organization. So these are the basic concept they are going to ask you. So initially, because तर तुम्ही क्वेश्चन्सचे आन्सर कसे देऊ शकता की इट इज मॅन्डेटरी दॅट, बट डोंट गिव्ह एन इम्प्रेसिव्ह आन्सर, डोंट गिव्ह जस्ट मीन्स एक रटलेला आन्सर काय देऊ नका. म्हणजे तुम्हाला काय जायचंय, कारण तुमचं टॅलेंट ज्याच्यात आहे तीच कंपनी ते डील करते का हे त्याचं नॉलेज घ्या आधी. म्हणजे जसं तुम्हाला अँड्रॉइड मध्ये जर इंटरेस्ट असेल तर तुम्ही अँड्रॉइडच बरंच काय केलेलं आहे, त्याचे प्रोडक्ट बनवलेले आहेत ते त्यांना सांगा, म्हणजे जेणेकरून ते म्हणतील की हा ही इज फिजिबल फॉर मी अँड आय विल हायर हिम दो युअर अकॅडमिक इज पुअर. सो त्याच्या टॅलेंट वरती तुम्हाला ते हायर करू शकते अँड इट विल बी बेनिफिट फॉर द ऑर्गनायझेशन फॉर देअर सक्सेस. दिस इज माय इनिशियल फेज. इनिशियल फेज मध्ये काय की व्हॉट आय एम गोइंग टू ऍक्सेस, व्हॉट आय एम गोइंग टू हायर. This is my and here I am going to check the characteristics. Occasionally I am not going to define, but I will check the inconsistency also, and the process will be defined with some proper knowledge, defined with a proper knowledge at the initial level. Now when I move further after hiring, आता मी माझं झालं म्हणजे मी कलेक्ट केलं. Now how I am going to manage it, how I am going to control over there, so how I am going to track over there. म्हणजे मी तुम्हाला पेमेंट किती देणार हे महत्वाचा मुद्दा आहे, कारण तुम्हाला मी जे बजेट सांगते किंवा मग ते फंक्शनली प्रोव्हाइड होते का नाही या लेवलमध्ये हे पण मला चेक करायचंय. वेदर अदरवाईज माझ्या ऑर्गनायझेशनची बदनामी होईल की मी तुम्हाला आधी प्रॉमिस एवढं केलं आता एवढंच देतो. So all over there I need to get manage over there, I need to get monitor over there, I want to get control over there, I want to track all the conditions. आणि मी कधी करणार, कारण कधी तुम्ही हायर केला कंपनीने डायरेक्टली तुम्हाला प्लेस करत नाही की हा बाबा तो डेटा अनालिस्ट आहे ना, हा काम कर, तसं करत नाही ते. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दे आर गोइंग टू गिव्ह यू अ ट्रेनिंग रिगार्डिंग द सेम अँड देन दे विल डिसाइड वेदर यू आर गुड ऑर नॉट ऑन युअर टेस्ट. म्हणजे ट्रेनिंग झाल्यानंतर पण तुमची टेस्ट असते अँड इफ यू आर गेट पास्ड ओव्हर देअर देन दे आर गोइंग टू प्लेस यू ऑन ऍट द डेस्क. त्याच्या आधी तुम्हाला बेंचवरच बसायचंय तिथं पण. तो दॅट इज द मेन थिंग की आय नीड टू मॅनेज हिअर. देन ऍट दिस लेवल ऑफ द सॉफ्टवेअर डेव्हलपमेंट ऑर्गनायझेशन वी हॅव अ बेसिक and consistent project management process which will track the cost, which will schedule and functionality will be checked, and this will get placed repeated as usual. It is getting repeated as usual, and this will be then will have a similar applications over there. Then program management will be also checked here, which will be the which will test your environment also, means you are very much compatible with that knowledge or not. So all these content are checked here in the second level. Then the third level is define. I need to define something, I need to get properly accessible and properly define of each everything. Means suppose ते एक्झाम्पल द्यायचं झालं तर आपल्या कॉलेजच घ्या की टीएसटी ओबीटी अगेन व्हॉट वी हॅव युनिट टेस्ट वगैरे. युनिट टेस्ट आर ऍट ऑल कॉलेजेस वी हॅड, बट दिस इज डिफाईन फॉर्म की टीएसटी ओबीटी हा कन्सेप्ट इथेच असतो आणि या कॉलेजमध्ये तो डिफाईन फॉर्मेशन आहे. म्हणजे इट इज गेट ब्रँडेड की हा बाबा हे कन्सेप्ट हा युनिक आहे, बाकीच्यांपेक्षा हा युनिक आहे. सो सिमिलरली आय नीड टू गेट डिफाईन फॉर मॅनेजमेंट एज वेल एज for engineering concepts. I should be with the proper documentation, I should have a proper policies defined, again I should have a standardization, and all these concepts should get integrated in order to get develop my software product process. And म्हणजे कंपनीचा बॉन्ड पण असू शकतो की 5 महिने करा, 10 महिने करा, 11 महिन्याचा असतो, तर त्याच्या पॉलिसीज वेगळ्या, तुम्ही मधनं सोडून गेला तर किती तुम्हाला भरावं लागेल असं. तर हे सगळं जे आहे हे डिफाईन फॉर्म आहे, की इथं तुम्हाला बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी ऑर्गनायझेशनच्या रिलेटेड करावं लागणार आहेत विथ द हेल्प ऑफ इंजिनिअरिंग ऍक्टिव्हिटीज विच वी हॅड जस्ट सीन. And similarly, the last or the second last we can say the level after defining what I am going to achieve here is nothing but the measure. What measure I need to take? इथं मेजर म्हणजे मेजरमेंट नाही करायचं आपल्याला कुठल्या गोष्टीचं. इथं काय की आय एम गोइंग टू सेट अ क्वालिटेटिव्ह क्वालिटी, आय एम गोइंग टू सेट अ क्वांटिटेटिव्ह क्वालिटी परफॉर्मन्स ऑफ द प्रोसेसेस विच आर गोइंग टू बी कंट्रोल्ड स्टॅटिकली. मेजर काय करणार आहे मी, की जे माझे प्रोडक्ट्स तुम्ही बनवत आहात म्हणजे इनिशियल फेज मध्ये जे काय हायर केलेले पर्सन्स आहेत त्यांनी जे काय कंटेंट केलेलं आहे, डिफाईन्स केलेलं आहे, डिफाईन तर ऑर्गनायझेशनचं झालेलं आहे, पण व्हॉट एव्हर द people at the initial level had secure for my organization or have made any content for my organization should be measured with the quality. Means I am going to measure something, I want to test, I want to provide testing over there, I want to get a quality assurance, the software quality evaluation should be get there, and also the advanced peer review should be made here. Because until and unless if I am not going to measure all this content, if the market will get collapse for me or for my company. येस, तर मी जर हे बघितलंच नाही, मेजर केलंच नाही की वेदर इट इज गुड ऑर नॉट, वेदर इट इज हॅव्हिंग अ बेस्ट फीचर्स ऑर नॉट, वेदर it is at a static level. We are not going to for a dynamic level, but it has a static level. And when I say that this is a proper, it is going proper, then I will go for an optimization. I want to achieve the optimization over there. What by optimization? It is a focusing continuously on improving process परफॉर्मन्स मला प्रत्येक वेळेस इम्प्रूव्ह पाहिजे. म्हणजे आपल्या कॉलेजमध्ये कसं एक लेवल आहे की जर तो मुलगा बी झाला असेल आणि जर त्यांनी तिथेच जॉब करत असेल तर त्याला एम करायला लावायचं, म्हणजे त्याचं इम्प्रुव्हमेंट, त्याच्या कॉलेज क्वालिफिकेशन मध्ये पण इम्प्रुव्हमेंट. आफ्टर बी एम इफ ही इज हॅव्हिंग हॅपी विथ डुईंग सम पीएचडी वर्क, देन त्याचं लेवल त्यांनी त्याचं स्वतःच वाढवलंय. सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट द परफॉर्मन्स इज गोइंग टू बी इम्प्रूव्ह. And improvement is not in him, but the organization is also having helpful by this. कसं की जर कुठल्या म्हणजे बरेच जेव्हा आपण कंपनीज वगैरे फेस करतो तर इथे एवढे टॅलेंट आहेत किंवा हायर एज्युकेशन पीपल आर देअर, तर दिस इज डायरेक्टली सेड ना की इथे पीएचडी होल्डर्स आहेत, इथं मास्टर डिग्री वाले म्हणजे स्टाफ आहे. अगेन दे आर डीलिंग विथ मोर रिसर्च अँड अगेन मेनी products are going to be designed. So these all things are optimizing and focusing directly on my continuous growth, on my continuous growth. On which continuous growth kashavarti hai? Performance, whether it is improving or not. And also at this level I need to improve the process performance. At the same time I want to maintain the statistical probabilities also in order to achieve my quantitative quality objectives, quantity qualitative objective, and that is nothing but optimization. Similarly, when a people, suppose एखादा माणूस त्या कंपनीमधून निघून गेला आणि तो काहीतरी कुठल्या तरी एखाद्या पर्टिक्युलर फील्ड मध्ये बेस्ट होता, देन सिमिलर बेस्ट पर्सन आय नीड टू हायर ऍट दॅट लेवल और ऍट दॅट पोस्ट. तर सिमिलरली इथे ऑप्टिमायझेशन कसं आहे की क्वालिटी मला पाहिजे पण ती इम्प्रूव्ह ऑलवेज झाली पाहिजे, त्याच्यात डिग्रेडेशन नकोय, मला अपग्रेडेशन पाहिजे. And that is nothing by CMM model, that is capability maturity model is going to be asked for you, and this is given for an organization. These levels are rated for organization, how my levels are going to be achieved, and at a level, at a particular high level I need to go with some basic role models I need to set, and that should be get defined, and that should be get measured also, and that should be get continuously get improved their performance. So this is all what we have with our CMM, that is capability maturity model. Okay, now if anybody having a doubt regarding this, I have just given here overall some in short whatever I have explained here. You can go through it, you can read it also. If any problem up to this, You can ask me if any problem. We had started with the project scheduling and staffing here today. How I'm going to schedule the project, what are the basic roles, what are the basic content I need to get in mind while I'm going to schedule something, and how I'm going to set my staff over there, how that staff will relate that particular phase. So all this content we had seen in project scheduling and staffing. Next was a quality planning, how I'm going to say that my planning has been a quality, and what are the quality concepts and quality management I have planned. The quality concept मध्ये बघितलं आपण की what quality I need to be have with me and what I should get achieved in order to get a quality product for as the quality product. So portability, usability, reusability, correctness, maintenance, all these contents are required for quality concept. Then we go for quality management planning, which will have a responsibility for of a manager and of a individual. Means both are responsible for this qualitative quality. And quality activities are also there, who are going to accomplish something. Means that activities are which means काय activities तिथं करत असतील. तर we have to audit the project, we have to give the review, again development of the my standards, methods and guideline, again production of the documents. Means top summarization should be there with the proper condition, again evaluation of the quality management should be always there. म्हणजे ते एकाच याच्यावरती थांबू नये. तर this was my quality. Now the next was I have just shown you the quality assurance कसं देतात, inspection होतं, quality control again check, quality assurance is again check, then total quality management give the its recommendation, and lastly the product assurance will be given with the process assurance, and this is already achieved with us with it. Okay, now next was the last topic we had discussed, and sorry for the interruption we have in between that. And again we had seen the capability maturity model, in which we have these models to be set for a software development organization. जर मला ते अचीव करायचं असेल तर आय नीड टू गो फ्रॉम लो टू हाय लेवल, and as the if we are achieving the high level, then we can say that our software product is at best in their production, and it is also, when we are achieving the high level, it is also expensive and time consuming. So we have to get consideration, and we had gone through some levels, that is 1 2 3 4 5 levels CMM model is. What is the initial level we had, how I'm going to manage it, how whatever the definition should I have made, then how I'm going to measure all the contents what we have with us, and last one the optimization, how I'm going to check my performance upgradation. Means how I'm going to check the process is whether in a good manner or not, or it is improving or not. So that is will be checked here in optimization. In initialization we had the high means it is the success of the organization depend on the people who is going to be their talent, their efforts, all these things are mandatory for the organization success. Then managing, we have managed we have to manage all the content with respect to the points regarding some means we have to manage all the content in a proper conditions, again the cost scheduling, then whatever the project we had, we have to properly schedule at a proper time. म्हणजे क्लायंट प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये येणार नाही की ज्याला जेव्हा पाहिजे तेव्हा ते मॅनेजेबल असावं. असंच ऑर्गनायझेशनच्या सक्सेस साठी ते इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. Then definition means we have to define both the things. We have to define the documentation, we have to define all the standardization, we have to be with the proper approval with the conditions that is get defined here. Then measurement is nothing but we had some basic control over there. I need to provide some effectively control over some software development efforts which will have some measurement. And uh, at this level organization set a quantitative quality performance and goal, and do that will check the software process or software maintenance, its quality is getting checked at the major level. And optimization just focusing on your improving process performance. So overall, if there is any problem you can ask me, and or otherwise we will conclude. If anybody having problem, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will conclude. No problem. Shall I conclude? Yes. Any problem? Shall I conclude? Please put message in the chat box if you are not willing to. Okay, thank you. We will conclude and the presentation will be taken. Just wait, I will stop the recording.